Hey guys, welcome to my outdoor adventure channel and my next video. Okay, as promised, as advertised, this is the second video on a series of 3 videos I'm doing on my new Cabela's Alaskan Guide 6-man tent. The first video is already on this channel, and it's just an out-of-the-box look at the statistics and everything, the measurements, yada yada yada. This is the second video of the tent fully erected with no vestibule, and then the third video on this tent will be a video all about the tent fully assembled with the rainfly and vestibule fully set up. But this is video 2, so be sure to check out those other videos, okay? Alright, one vital piece of information I would like to give all my viewers here is whenever you buy a new tent for camping, make sure that you set it up first before you go camping, alright? Set it up in your backyard, wherever, park. And the reason being, of course, is kind of obvious. You want to set it up first so that you know that all of the components are there, that the craftsmanship is up to snuff, there's no rips, tears. Also that all the components are there, the poles, the stakes, guy lines, the tarp, that all the necessary equipment to enjoy this in the wilderness is there. So that's one crucial piece of information I want to depart to. Very, very important whenever you buy a tent to set it up first before you even go out in the wilderness, okay? Very important. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, this is video 2 of the Cabela's Alaskan Guide 6-man tent without the vestibule. Okay, so my initial impressions, first of all, this tent took me 25 minutes to erect, and that's without ever having done it before, right out of the box. And I don't consider that too bad, given all of the components involved here, all the stakes, all the poles, and never having done it before. So it took me 25 minutes to assemble it, to erect it. But my first impressions here are, one other thing too, folks. I apologize for the wind noise. It's a nice summer day here in Minneapolis, the summer of 2021, and beautiful June day, but it is rather windy and there's some background noise of traffic, as you can see there at the top of the video, so I apologize for that, okay? Please bear with me. Alright, so getting on to the tent. My initial impressions of the tent are very good. I have never owned an Alaskan Guide Series tent before. This is the first one. And I wanted to buy one that was big enough where I could stand up in. I'm sick of having tents, as I have historically done, had tents that you could not stand up in, and I don't like that anymore. So I definitely wanted a tent I could stand up in, and this has a center height of 6 foot 1 inch, and the other dimensions are 11.3, so 11 foot by 10 generally. But it's plenty roomy, and my initial impressions are very good, especially about the zippers and the doors. There's 3 doors on this tent. 3 doors. One, and the major one, of course, where the vestibule would be off of, has that little Cabela's emblem there and the Alaskan Guide seal. The other one, you go around to the right. Okay, ta-da! That's number 2. Continuing around. Ta-da, that's 3. What you see there is a little port for cords and whatnot. A little pass-through right there. Okay, so that's very handy. Alright, so getting back around to the front here. Pretty big tent. Like I said, it's roughly 11 foot by 10 foot something. You can see the first video for these particular specs on this tent, but that's the general dimensions. It's pretty damn big. I've been inside. It's pretty huge, and I intend to put my cot which is a video on this channel as well. I intend to put that huge cot in here eventually, so that's what I'm going to use this tent for. So at any rate, let's get into the tent more in detail. Okay, so you got 3 huge D-style doors, okay, and I'm very impressed with the zippers. Okay, look at these zippers. These zippers are heavy duty zippers. All right, these things are tough, thick, big hardware on there. Look at that. Those are big zippers. They aren't screwing around there. Heavy duty, and this material is thick. Okay, this isn't your standard pop-up tent, folks. All right, this thing is thick. This material is very, very thick. All right, very thick, and it's very nice. All right, and it's got 3 screen windows here. Once I get inside, I guess I'll show those to you a little more in detail. It also comes with a gear loft and some pop holders in there as well, so that's kind of cool. Okay, so got all the poles set up here. Once again, it took me 25 minutes to set this up, which I felt like was forever, but it's really not that long, having never done it before. So the only sleeves, I don't like sleeves on tents, okay? I just don't like sleeves. It makes it harder to set up. You gotta sit there and trying to get the poles through the sleeves, yada, yada, yada. Okay, these all have clips, and then there's some Velcro straps here for wrapping poles and so on and so forth. But those are the only 3 sleeves, and they're nice and short, okay? And they're at the very top, so that's not bad. I prefer clips any day to sleeves. All right, sleeves can rip and all that other crap. All right, so this tent comes with a multitude of stakes, whole bunch of stakes, heavy duty suckers, okay? And there they are, okay? And I like the green color, I really like the green color. You know, if it wasn't for the screen windows on here too, I bet this sucker would be waterproof without the rainfly. I'm just feeling this material, wow. It just feels like it's got some sort of sealant or glue mixed in the fabric. It's a weird feeling, but it's really, really nice. Okay, so we'll go in here. All right. And let's go inside. Okay, welcome to the Cabela's Alaskan Guide 6-man tent. Okay, so we're inside here. I'm standing up, and I'm 5'11", and my head is not touching the top of the tent here. So door 1, door 2, door 3, like I mentioned. The flaps here for the windows, they just kind of hang down. There's really no way to roll them up. I suppose you just get some clothespins, that sort of thing. Versus the door does have a way to roll the inner lining of the door up. You can roll that up. Here's the pop holders over here. Looks like there's one in every corner. Those are kind of cool. I've never had those in a tent before. I don't know. I suppose if it's not too heavy. It comes with a gear loft, which I do not have displayed. But here's the fabric grommets for that. Very roomy in here. I'm going to put my huge cot in here. The floor is a bathtub style. Very thick. Very thick. This floor is like amazing. Feels like it's got, I don't know, feels like almost a plastic or something. It's not plastic, duh, obviously, but there's something in there, you know, the water repellent chemicals and obviously in there. But it's thick. It's a thick floor. And it's bathtub style all the way around. So that is definitely cool. So nice and light in here. You know, plenty of light. And as I told you earlier, there is the 3 screens up top. Right there. And then you've got plenty of air passage through these screens here. So nice, big ventilation. That's huge. I suppose that's probably 3.5 feet by 2.5 feet. That's huge. All right. So very, very big. So okay. So that is the review of the tent without the tarp, without the fly. All right. Very, very impressed so far. The poles are nice and sturdy and nice heavy-duty clips. Pretty impressed so far. And then after I get done using this on my upcoming camping expedition, I will let all of you know. I will do a video of my impressions after use. So that's very important if you're going to be reviewing stuff. You know that you review it after you've used it. So obviously I haven't used it yet, so we'll see. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel here. There's lots of good videos on this channel, lots of outdoor stuff. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and head on over to the bell notifications button and hit the hell out of that thing, and that way you get notified every time I make a new video. So alright, so this will conclude video 2 of the Cabela's Alaskan Guide 6-man tent without the fly. Okay, pretty nice tent, pretty impressed so far. Alright folks, thanks for tuning in.